chillin' in Alaska, swimming in Atlanta, vultures out in Beemore, they Kira, Carolina, they wildin' in Chicago, howlin' down in Big D, Mile High in Denver, that Tallahassee pride is deep, they lunching in Vancouver, Desperado shooting, the renegades on the loose, the hyenas looting, gold out in QC, who higher than them sparrows, the fury swooping in divine order for the pharaohs, Indy on the rise, the sharks about to mash, gladiators, knights and Aztecs about to clash. Welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see the all-pro party. Now welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see an all-pro party. First and 10, I'm so aggressive. The end zone, the game plan, no pressure. They gotta pay me how they measure me. You know these haters on my back like the referee. You know I'm in it to win it. Game day, I'm about my business, I gotta get it. So I'm all about my ends. And these non-stop wins. They can't touch us, can't touch us. We turning up on these suckers. You know the D brought the ruckus. Cause we tighter than the huddles. Welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see the all-pro party. Now welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see an all-pro party. Third down is going down. Round the pound, oh, we gotta air them out. That's why I gotta hit the route. Hit the flat if I catch it, then I'm out. What the inches gotta take. YOLO, just no pump fake. So tighten up and hit the power high. The outer blow to draw them off sides.
Ryan Michaels gets a block midfield. Ryan Michaels, he could be gone. Trying to make up from behind, he will not. Touchdown, Houston.
Welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see the all-pro party. Now welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see an all-pro party.
Yola shakes it. Oh my goodness, and Yola gets away. Jay Yola on the first play. Tallahassee is going to score again. Left side, Odom gets away. Odom breaks another tackle. That's Odom. You gotta be kidding me. Big chase, 10-5 touchdown. Oh my word.
The SFL kicks off Week 9 with a rematch from Week 2 as the Tallahassee Pride play host to the Atlanta Swarm. In Week 2, the Pride ruined Atlanta's home opener as they defeated the Swarm 31-17. Tonight, the Swarm look to do some ruining of their own as they try to put an end to Tallahassee's undefeated record. Rookie quarterback Marcus Dunhill faces off against seasoned vet Christian Christensen on Friday Night Lights, and it starts right now. Welcome to the Lion's Den in Tallahassee, Florida for the Friday Night Lights matchup between the Atlanta Swarm and the Tallahassee Pride. You are watching the SFL Network on Twitch TV presented by APM Music. Good evening, everyone. I am Mike Daggs, your play-by-play commentator tonight. Alongside me in the booth is Hall of Famer Matt Wilson. With us tonight on Stats is Scott LaRue. Matt, how you doing tonight, partner?
Great, it's Friday night.
Yes, sir, it is. So, Matt, the Swarm could really use this win. They're currently tied with Tulsa and just barely ahead of Houston, New Orleans, Oklahoma City in the Southern Conference. They're coming off a tough loss last week to Queen City, tough loss the week beforehand to Tallahassee. Tulsa. The Pride outscore their opponents by 2 touchdowns on average, second only to Alaska. What does Atlanta need to do in order to defeat the still undefeated Tallahassee Pride?
Man, Mike, their defense really needs to step up. It hasn't done too much. In fact, a newly acquired rookie is leading the team in sacks with just 2. So this defense really needs to put the hammer down on the Pride.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think you're referring to Joshua Williams. Yeah, he leads the team in sacks with 2, even though he was signed in week 3. So I mean, not a lot of pressure getting to the quarterback. Need to step that up this week for sure. Atlanta has the ball teed up. They are ready to kick it off and get us underway here in Tallahassee, Florida. And we are live underway. Friday Night Lights. Let's go. Kick taken back at the 10-yard line. Returned up to the 28-yard line where Tallahassee will take over on offense. Trevor Swain with the kick return. And we will get things rolling here with the Pride. Quarterback Christian Christensen under center, his 3rd season in the league, 3rd season with the team. Not having the greatest stats this season, Matt. 1,585 yards, 7 touchdowns with 12 picks. Only 62% completion percentage.
Yeah, that's not good. You at least want to see it even on the season, but
dumps it off down to his running back who breaks a tackle and then gets absolutely clobbered. 2nd down and inches after a gain of almost 10 yards.
Yeah, and Aniola has been pretty effective in the passing game.
So let's take a look at the key players on this Pride offense. We mentioned Christian Christensen at quarterback. Jaye Aniola is the running back, 2nd-year man. Grayson Willis is a recent addition to the receiving corps, along with, him, Ken Gossett, also his 3rd season in the league. Christensen under center hands it off to Aniola, who easily gets the inches and more as he gets up to the 46-yard line for a Tallahassee 1st down.
Yeah, that was way too easy for Aniola. Found a hole, slid right through it, then used his great power to just plow through a few other guys.
Aniola having an amazing season so far, Matt. He's got almost as many yards as Christensen does, just under 1,400. In fact, now he's got over 1,400 with that stiff arm. So now over 1,400 yards on the season, 15 touchdowns. Matt, he's averaging 7.4 yards per carry.
That's almost as much as my average.
You don't run. Oh, yeah, I guess you do.
Yeah, I do.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
All I do is run for first downs.
7.4 per throw, perhaps. Oh, my gosh. You can't buy a pass in Mexico City. Anyway, Christensen under center on 2nd down and 4. Hands the ball off to Aniola, runs up the middle, and this is why he gets 7.4 per carry. Nobody can touch him. He gains a bunch up to the Atlanta 36-yard line. And, Matt, just like that, they're already knocking on the door of scoring range.
Yeah, I highlighted the defense. It's looking pretty porous right now. They got to hold them to it'd be nice to hold them to nothing, but a field goal here is optimistic.
So the Pride are coming off their bye week. The week before they beat the Lobos 41-27, absolutely demolishing them. Aniola takes a handoff, running around to the left-hand side, wrapped up and tackled at the 30-yard line. And Aniola during that game, 150 yards, only Matt, averaged 4.8 per carry and scored 3 touchdowns in that game too.
That'd be a good number for the Swarm without the touchdowns, but if they're going to allow that much, they have to pick off Christensen a few times. They need a pick 6, and I don't think they've had one all year long.
2nd down and 4, Christensen back to throw. Chucks it over the middle, and that's complete for a 1st down up to the 22. And let's take a look at our key players on the Swarm defense. On the defensive line, we mentioned Joshua Williams leading the team with 2 sacks, and Jose Fuentes, he's an undrafted rookie this season. Linebacker Aquana Shine, he's actually only 1 tackle away from leading the league in tackles this season. At cornerback, Josh Vasquez and Patrick Ketsa. And at safety, Aaron Lee, who actually, Matt, he does have a pick 6. That's the only one.
Well, we'll pray for Lee.
Mahmoud Ajulani wraps up the key players on the defense.
There you go.
And now the defense steps up and holds Aniola to no gain.
And it's kind of been a slowly morphing Tallahassee defense. Last year we kind of knew them for chucking the ball down the field and occasionally using Aniola. A lot of times in the passing game. This season it's been a little bit more run-focused attack.
Second down and 10 from the Atlanta 22-yard line. Offset I formation, 3-receiver set. And Yola takes the ball, runs it around to the right-hand side, and is tackled right back at the line of scrimmage. Averaging only 5.3 per carry right now, but still a nice average, especially for just having 2 runs in a row with no gain.
Well, that's good on the Swarm. You got to stop him at the point of attack. Don't let him momentum get going, because once it does, it's very hard for him to get brought down.
4-receiver set here on 3rd down and 10. Christensen back to throw. Short pass over the middle is complete, but not nearly enough yards to get a first down. Bring up a 4th down and 5, and we will see the special teams unit coming out onto the field. Richard Douglas on for the field goal try.
And that's definitely a win for the Swarm there. They were looking really, really porous. They kind of stopped Eniola, and then they made Christensen chuck the ball down. So we'll see if they can punch this one through for 3.
34-yard field goal try coming up. Kick is away, and it is through, and Tallahassee takes an early 3-0 lead over the Swarm. So, Matt, we started the game by talking about the keys for Atlanta to honestly stand a chance here. And, it all comes down to their defense, and their defense really needs to step up a little bit more than they really have this season, statistically speaking.
Yes.
And what do you think of drive number 1? I mean, points on the board, but only 3.
Yeah, no, that's a win. I would take that. If they can only allow 3 points per drive, I think they'd be happy with just Tallahassee kicking field goals all night long.
Kick is away. L.B. Allen III back to receive at about his own 5-yard line, running straight up the middle, untouched all the way up until the 31-yard line, where we will see rookie quarterback, first-round pick, Marcus Dunhill, leading his offense out onto the field. Dunhill, 10th overall pick in the draft. You remember the draft, Matt?
Oh, it was long.
We were sitting here in this same room for 4 glorious hours.
Best 4 hours of my life. Besides
2,001 yards on the season so far for Dunhill. 10 touchdowns, 16 picks. BDG Hollywood takes the handoff, gains 2 yards on his first play. So 16 interceptions for the rookie, but that's he's a rookie. 63% completion percentage. You'd like to see that a little bit higher, but 10 touchdowns over 2,000 yards that's not too shabby.
Yeah, but they've been sagging their last 2 games, and I bet his interceptions have been part of that. So he needs to be on top of his game if he's going to have a shot. And watch out for that Pride front 4.
Dunhill checks it down to BDG Hollywood, gets only back to the line of scrimmage, not even. Brings up a quick 3rd down and 9. We mentioned this Tallahassee offense, but the Tallahassee defense is not anything to laugh at. I mean, they're a top 10 defense. Absolutely shutting down teams. This defensive line is absolutely stacked, and if we get a first down here, we'll get to the key players on this defense. Actually, I don't even think we've gone over the offense yet. Dunhill over the middle, and it is somehow caught. He has the ball running down to the 15, 10, 5. And that's the sort of play that you need to get something going here for the Swarm. Siege Falco with a huge gain.
Boing, boing, into the hands, and off Falco goes. Let's take a look at this play again. Nice, clean pocket. He hit his hands, bounced, and then he caught it again, and then, oh, man. If he could only have scored. Those are the let's take a look at this guy. Doing, I think he ricocheted it to himself. The old Sammy Watkins style play from years ago.
He catches it twice. So quickly, let's take a look at the key players. What's left of them that we haven't already mentioned on the Swarm offense? Marcus Dunhill at quarterback, BDG Hollywood at running back, Siege Falco, LB Allen III, and Boo Chisholm make up the key players here on the Atlanta Swarm. Offset I formation, 3-receiver set.
A lot of room at the top of the screen if they could throw a quick out.
And they do. Completed to Boo Chisholm, and he
is
in for the touchdown. And
Boo Chisholm!
Boo Chisholm gets the Swarm.
Even the crowd is cheering for Boo. He must have a small contingent of family. Boo.
He's got a following.
But
you can hear them all just chanting Boo. And the Swarm, just like that, Matt, just a few plays and in.
But yeah, they played way too far off Chisholm. I saw that at the top of the screen. I'm going to go, if they run an out route, I thought they were going to run the ball at Hollywood, and they must have seen what I saw.
Alex Kidd on for the extra point try. Shout out to those of you in the chat here tonight. Swole 2011, Eric JDWA, Little Man Michael, extra point try is up and good. Multitasking here. C Pundy, simmer down, bruh. Thank you all for being here, except for C Pundy, who just said, LOL, Matt is my favorite. That's, I'm right here.
Too bad.
Literally right here.
If there's any disabled abuse, I'll let you guys know.
Ball teed up, kickoff, ready to go. Back to the Pride. Trevor Swain back at the 11, takes the ball up to the 30, met by the defense and brought down. Without further ado, let's take a look at, we already did take a look at the Swarm defense, so disregard. We don't need to.
Check that. Tallahassee's looking very purple today. Can't wait till we bust out the all oranges in the old Santa Fe, Mexico City.
Christensen under center, split back formation. Oof, man. And Yola just running people over. Gains 5 on that play. 37 yards already on 7 carries.
They just can't let him pop off a big one. If he pops off a big one, this momentum shift could go right back to Tallahassee. So this defense has to, 7 yards is okay on the first play. Just you got to stiffen up.
Christensen trying to get me in trouble in the chat again, saying that I do the power rankings. I have nothing to do with the rankings. If I did, Mexico City would be first. Christensen back to throw on 2nd down and 5. Out route to the left, complete for first down yardage. Hauled in by Ken Gossett. And, the Pride are hard to stop.
Well, they got stopped on the last series, so, taking on the old Alaska playbook there. Man, I remember last year Tallahassee just would throw it to the skies, but a little more conservative maybe because of Christensen's interception issues.
Christensen reined it in a little bit. 20 of 30, 67% completion percentage, 330 yards.
Oh, there he goes again. Aniola just ragdolling people for the first down.
He had a couple of touchdowns in their last game, not last week because they were on a bye, but the week before when they played the Lobos. He did pretty good. And, but really the run game is what's leading Tallahassee this season. Last season it seemed like they threw every play. This season, seriously, Aniola has almost as many yards as Christensen does, and double the touchdowns.
Yeah, so that's what they did well in the last drive. They stopped him, Aniola, twice, and then they made Christensen throw, and they couldn't get the first. So I'd be putting all my guys up, and there we go.
Out route left, complete. Breaking a tackle and getting a first down is Grayson Willis, the Week 6 signing of the Pride, replacing Duke Wilson, I believe, right?
Mr. 360 is now Mr. Trash Can. He's a McD boy. He almost broke that tackle. Just a nice form tackle there. Got him right by the feet. Don't let him get away.
Swole 2011 says, surprised it's not raining in Tallahassee. It's actually a nice 80 degrees and cloudy here in Tallahassee, Florida. Beautiful night for some football. Christensen hands the ball off to Aniola, trying to get around to the right-hand side, but the Swarm defense is having none of that as they swarm to the tackle for a loss. 2nd down and 12.
That was almost funny.
Oh, stop
it. That seems to be, don't run east-west on the Swarm. You want to hit them right at the middle. They're running that 3-4 defense that I really don't like much against the run, but it worked that time.
So 3 receiver set here on 2nd down and 12. Christensen under center. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Christensen out route to the left-hand side again. Seems to be a theme. Ken Gossett with the reception. Gains half of what they need and brings up a little bit more manageable 3rd down and 6.
All right, now let's see if they give it to their back who's averaging more than 6 yards a carry on the season, or if they decide to trust Christensen not to throw a pick.
Well, Christensen is 6 of 6 so far today, so hasn't missed one yet. Aniola with 45 yards on 9 carries. 4 receivers set, so it looks like maybe they'll be throwing here for 6, and they will try. Christensen back to throw, throwing over the middle, and nearly intercepted. Right in and out of the hands of the defense. Patrick Ketza had his hands on the ball, couldn't quite rein it in.
That's another win for the Swarm defense. The Pride drove, but then they stalled. And this is
33-yard line. Are they going to try for the field goal?
I don't know.
And it looks
No.
like McCoy is on for the punt.
Ooh, that's a big win. That's right. They don't have a great superstar kicker like we do in Mexico City, so they have to punt.
Richard Douglas, not quite the leg of Cole Varner. Then again, literally nobody on earth quite the leg of Cole Varner. Super sky-high punt. Fair catch is called for.
Whoa, he almost overran that.
10-yard line. That punt went vertical. It went straight up into the clouds.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's great that they're in, at the 10, but Atlanta's whole playbook is available to them now. If it was inside the 5, I'd be much more worried if I was a Swarm fan, and much happier if I was a Pride fan.
Swarm fans happy right now as their team holds a 4-point lead over the undefeated Tallahassee Pride. BDG Hollywood running his way up the middle for a gain of 5. 2nd out and 5 from the Atlanta 15.
Sometimes that's what you have to do against these big uglies on the defensive side of the ball. Run it right at them because a lot of times they're just trying to get to the quarterback so fast they kind of run by the running back.
Marcus Dunhill with a perfect rating on the day so far as he comes out with an empty backfield, 4-receiver set with a tight end. Dunhill in the gun looking, throws it quick pass over the middle, hauled in for a 6-yard gain. 1st down and 10 from the 21-yard line. Let's take a look at this Pride defense. The defensive line, Matt, is absolutely stacked. Defensive ends Tyquan Hale and Kevin Bain surround E.J. DeQ and Hunter Norwood at defensive tackle. At corner, we have Matthew Sprouse and Michael Sprouse, the law firm of Sprouse and Sprouse. Tanner Hendricks and Alex Bond make up the safeties. Dunhill to throw, has a man down the left-hand side all the way up to midfield. A huge gain for a 1st down.
Ran a little, it looked like a delayed corner route. Let's take a look here at what I see. And, we're not going to see much. Dunhill, again, a clean pocket. Throws this thing on oof.
Man, did you see that spiral? I wish you could throw that kind of spiral.
I'm working on it. The arm is,
You got to let it roll off the fingers, man.
Yeah,
roll off the I try to teach him.
I try to teach him how to catch. It doesn't work very well either.
I can't catch a cold, let alone a ball. Split backs. Sorry, Ramos. Split backs in the backfield, 3 receivers set, handed off to BDG Hollywood. All sorts of running room up the middle of the field, and he gains his way all the way to the 33-yard line as we take away the final seconds here in the 1st quarter.
Whew. Man, it's like the Pride are looking like the Swarm, and the Swarm are looking like the Pride.
Cats and dogs.
Living together. Mass
hysteria.
Yeah, exactly. But, I mean, the Swarm came out in the set that the Pride used to love, that 5-wide set, and just ate them alive on it, just like the Pride used to do.
That is the end of the 1st quarter. Atlanta Swarm 7, Tallahassee Pride 3. You're watching the SFL on Twitch TV, presented by APM Music. We will be right back.
APM Music is the official theme music provider of the SFL. Listen to their Champions Will Rise soundtrack at apmmusic.com and visit their all-new esports landing page to find the best highlight music, heroic action, and epic sounds to boost the quality of your esports stream just like us. Log on to forum.apmmusic.com/esports for more information. APM Music, production music library and custom music house.
And this is some beautiful footage of Tallahassee. Look at those flowers.
The SFL is brought to you by APM Music, Show Business Studios, Media Tech Institute, Richards Printworks, ScoreStream, and Spygoat. Matt, that was a beautiful look at some foliage. Get a look at Tallahassee, bring us back here to the start of the second quarter. Atlanta marching again. Dunhill checks it down to BDG Hollywood. Another nice gain of 6 yards and another second down and 4 here for the Swarm. And Matt, you made a comment that, Atlanta's looking like Tallahassee and Tallahassee's looking like Atlanta. How about this? Wrong guy. Dunhill, perfect on the day. 6 for 6. Perfect rating. BDG Hollywood, averaging 7.3 per carry. It's uncanny. Dunhill making a change at the line of scrimmage. Another 3 receivers set. Split backs. Dunhill under pressure, and he goes down. And this is something that the Pride can do incredibly well as Hunter Norwood registers yet another sack on the season. That brings him to 6.6. 6.6 sacks on the season, Matt, and he is actually the lowest on the defensive line in total number of sacks.
Yeah, and Tallahassee sent a blitz there, too. When you see blitz with those 4 and 2 other guys, you got to get rid of that ball in a hurry.
Brings up a 3rd down and 7, 5 receivers set. Dunhill under pressure again, and down he goes, knocking him basically out of field goal range.
Yeah,
now.
they were on the 26. They had it, and they blew it. And that's not what you want to see if you're a Swarm fan. Every point is necessary against the Pride.
Eddie Gage calling me out. Did I say 6.6 sacks? Yes, it's literally 0.6 of a sack. He shared it with so many people. No, 6.5 sacks. I know what I'm talking about. Punt away from midfield. Another sky-high punt. Gonna let it bounce down at the 5. Stalling.
Oh!
Ooh, nice bounce. That was an Atlanta bounce right there, and it's down right at the 5-yard line. Christensen backed way up to start this drive.
Yeah, Jennings put some backspin on that. You don't see much backspin on SFL punters. Usually they just die, but that was key. And now let's see if this defense can stop Aniola.
Christensen says 95 yards. Here we go.
That's what they cannot allow.
2 receivers set, 2 backs in the backfield. Christensen hands the ball off to Aniola. All sorts of running room. Stiff arms a man down to the ground and only gains 5 on what could have been much bigger. Aaron Lee just got chucked by Aniola.
Yeah, but luckily there was a guy right on the spot. You got to swarm to Aniola. You can't try to tackle him one-on-one because you're going to get in trouble. If he breaks one, he could go.
Aniola, 5'8", 232 pounds.
Guy needs to go on a diet.
It's a beefy boy for 5'8". Christensen back to throw. Throws out route to the right-hand side, complete for first down yardage up to the 16-yard line. Grayson Willis with another catch.
Yeah, the rookie is showing himself well so far.
Willis now with 4 catches for 31 yards on the day. Leading the team in receptions so far. Offset I formation. Christensen under center. Christensen gets sacked back at the 12-yard line. 4-yard loss.
Number 98 there just said, or 99, Big Williams, taking care of business.
So Joshua Williams, our team leader in sacks, now with his 3rd sack, trying to maintain that sizable lead.
He looks like a sizable man.
He is a sizable man. He's 6'4" and 285 beefy pounds. Christensen hands the ball off to Aniola, trucking his way through the middle, and man, is he fast.
Yeah.
All the way up to the 42-yard line, trucked one man and then burned the rest.
Yeah, he just lowered the shoulder and said, bye-bye, guys. They should have had him right there, but he got ahead of steam. And then, he's like a mini Jerome Bettis.
Speed and power. Dangerous combination.
Yeah, Adrian Peterson had that back seasons ago.
Back in days of
2008.
Christensen in the gun, high snap. He's able to bring it down, throws over the middle, and it's intercepted, picked off at the 40-yard line, running it back. Josh Vasquez gets it all the way back to the Pride 30-yard line, and that is his first career interception for Josh Vasquez.
Congratulations, my man. Keep that ball. Christian just floats that like you didn't even step into it. I made some doozies in my day, but boy, He should have put some more mustard, and then a nice spin, too, by Vasquez.
Christensen with now 13 picks on the season, just throwing an interception to the 6'1" undrafted rookie.
Isn't that his number? Is he number 13?
He is, yeah.
It's an
Lucky number 13.
I think Christensen might want to change his number.
Well, he should have gone for 13 touchdowns, not 13 picks. But all in good
Oh,
time.
no!
Free play for the Swarm as Hollywood gains a couple of yards on the play. But they will accept that penalty, and it'll be a 1st down and 5 from the 25-yard line.
And these are the plays that the Swarm need to pull the upset. They get the pick. They're in field goal range now for sure. Tallahassee can't seem to move the ball. I mean, they've been moving it, but just can't finish these drives. And now Atlanta's got to put their foot down and say, listen, boys, we at least got to get 3 here. We got to put the pressure on the Pride, make Christensen throw more, and hopefully get more picks. Or if you're the Pride, you definitely have to stop this Swarm momentum.
So 1st down and 5 from the 25-yard line. Dunhill hands the ball off to Hollywood. Gains about a yard, and we will go into the hurry-up here. 2nd down and 4.
They're playing way off again on the top of the screen, probably at the bottom, too.
Hollywood,
no.
Tackled for a loss on the play.
They're going the wrong way, and they better not dial up that run again, or they could be punting.
Taekwon Hale with the tackle for a loss. Dunhill back to throw, checks it down to Hollywood behind the line of scrimmage, can gain only about 3, maybe 4, up to the 23-yard line. And quick series at that point brings up a 4th down, but in field goal range, they can get their 3 as long as Alex Kidd can connect and get it through the uprights.
I'm not sure about that no huddle. I think it plays into the Tallahassee strength because your O-line gets worn down, and then these big guys just say, yep, I can get through much easier.
So 40-yard field goal try for Kidd. Kick is away, and it is good. The Swarm extend their lead, now 10-3 over the Pride. And Kidd's very excited about his 3 points.
Well, he's probably 8, so he's a kid.
I think he might be a little older than 8.
9.
Yes, at least 9.
Well, he's younger than your son.
No, he's not. Not at 9. My boys are all older than that.
I said he's younger than your son.
Oh, younger.
Pay attention.
I'm sorry. We're in prime time. I need to pay better attention to what you
Prime time.
Now you're just getting crazy. Kickoff is away. Swain takes the ball up to the 32-yard line, brought down by the Swarm special teams unit.
And now the Pride have to strike back, and we know they're capable. They've shown the ability to move the ball, but they haven't been able to finish. Christensen already with 2 interceptions on the day. And Aniola's been doing his job, but I think he might see the ball again.
Offset I formation here on 1st down and 10. Christensen to throw. Oh, gosh, nearly completed 2 back-to-back passes to the Swarm defense. That one was hauled in for a gain of 8, brings up a 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, that was a close one. Stackhouse there with the grab, and he's another one of the Burger boys. I don't know if he's going to need to show up tonight, but all hands on deck right now for Tallahassee.
Christensen under center here on 2nd down and 2, hands the ball off to Aniolo, trucking over more defenders, breaking tackles, and he is gone. 10-5 touchdown, and the Pride take the lead.
Yeah, I didn't like that defense that the Swarm came out in, and as soon as he was past that first level, oh no, now we've got Cougars attacking us. Hopefully they're women and not real Cougars.
Oh, jeez. I think you're safe.
Yeah, 29 and 58 there got blown up. And again, with Eniola, it's a combined tackling effort. And
yeah, Mahmoud Al-Jalani got absolutely run over. Aquinas Shine, I mean, like I said, he's 1 shy away from leading the league in tackles, but couldn't bring down Eniola on that one.
1 shine away?
1 shine away, 1 tackle away.
Gotcha. Want to make sure for the people viewing at home.
1 shiny tackle is what I was trying to get.
Well, that was 1 shiny broken tackle for Eniola.
What is in this mug that you gave me?
I don't know.
Extra point is up and through, and the Pride tie things up here with 5 minutes, 16 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, and that's a real deflator, pardon my choice of words, for the Swarm. All that work, and now it's tied again.
Well, the Swarm have certainly shown so far tonight that they are up to the challenge. Marcus Dunhill still perfect on the day. You know, Hollywood 29 yards on 6 carries, averaging 4.8 per carry so far. Not bad stats, but obviously they're going to have to keep their foot on the gas if they hope to regain the lead and hold on to it.
It's just so hard. You have 2 picks early on. You get sacked out of field goal range on that one, and you only got a field goal on the other. So
I think Christensen only has 1 pick. I think it was just that one to Vasquez.
I thought he had 2.
According to Scott LaRue, there's 1.
Okay.
I trust in Scott.
Look out!
Dunhill under pressure, and down he goes for a huge loss. Second down and 18. Taekwon Hale with another sack.
And now this is where the Pride start to wear on you. They get a sack, you lose 8 yards, and now what do you do? It's 2nd and 18. I mean, if it's me, I'm trying to run a quick slant or out, but to get like 7 of those yards back, because you don't want to be. I mean, 3rd and 18. It's almost impossible with this defense to even get that many yards. You don't have that much time in the pocket.
Taekwon Hale actually is 3rd in the league in total sacks this season, with 11.5 now with 13. Dunhill going deep over the middle with a wobbler, and it's batted away. Swatted down on the play by Alex Bond. Brings up that dreaded 3rd down and 18 you mentioned.
Yeah, and again, it's like I say, don't try to get it all in one play, because if it fails, you got this situation. Like, you're going to have to run some similar 5 wide or 4 wide and try to, and not under center. Oh, boy. The D-line is hungry, and I think they're coming for you. Well, they back off a little bit here.
Okay. Dunhill back to throw under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the rookie's going to be needing an ice bath after this one as Taekwon Hale in for yet another sack. This is why he's quickly trying to make his way up to the league leaderboard. It's gonna have a hard time passing your boy Big Sexy, but second place ain't that bad.
No, I know. I don't think you're going to pass Big Sexy.
Not when he got 10 sacks on you in one game.
That was the first game.
Still counts.
He has a very inflated head, literally and figuratively, especially that game.
Punt is away. Taking it about midfield. Returned up to the 43-yard line in Atlanta territory, and it's never a good thing to give the league's number 1 offense field position where they're starting in your territory.
Yeah, after Eniola just blew him up for 70 yards, all it takes is one run, and they're off to the races again. But, hey, look, it's the old Pride.
4 wide receivers set. Christensen in the gun. Christensen back to throw. Short pass over the middle to any one of 2 receivers that were in the area. Gains 5 yards as we take a look at our quarterback comparison. Confirmed 1 pick. Scott was right. Matt was wrong.
Too many hits in the head from Big Sexy.
It happens.
Last week and, the first week.
Second down and 5 from the Atlanta 38. 3.5 to go here in the first half. 3 receiver set. Split backs in the backfield. Christensen under center. Christensen will hand the ball off to Eniola, breaking another tackle. And then somebody broke him, knocking him square on his butt.
No. Let's jump into Ray Bentley, our last game. They literally broke Ray. They had to put him together with crazy glue.
I'm still not convinced that we don't need to open an investigation. Max Paul did something.
He cheated.
He was holding a lead pipe.
Yes.
I saw it. Holding a lead pipe on the sideline right after Ray Bentley somehow breaks his arm.
And paid off the refs.
Christensen, out route.
Oh!
Out of bounds, incomplete, brings up a 4th down and 3, and the Swarm defense get away with another 3 and out.
Yeah, this is great theoretically for the Swarm. It depends on the punt. If it's inside the 5, I'm scared. Because then the D-line is unleashed again on BDG Hollywood. You don't want to give Tallahassee any points on a, let's say, safety situation.
I knew it. Max Paul was here. He was just being very eerily quiet in the chat. Now he's showing a pair of eyes.
He knows. Lawsuit's coming.
Punt goes down at the 10, bounces to the 5, and gets
Oh,
a
no.
nice bounce as it's taken out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
It could have been better, though. Hit a Pride player in the foot and bounced the opposite way. Watch this, if it'll show it. Watch this, boing. Well, maybe
I think it might have just had some backspin
It
or
looked
something
close.
after the first bounce, but may have bounced back a couple yards.
what's up with this backspin? These punters are learning how to punt. I'm scared.
So the rookies got 94 yards to go and 2 minutes, 48 seconds to do it. All 3 timeouts. Plenty of time. Don't have to abandon your offense as you run it to BDG Hollywood. Loses a yard as we get a peek at our running back comparison today. Not quite even a comparison.
Things got skewed in a hurry all of a sudden. It was Vantage Hollywood, and now not even close. Atlanta might run again.
Hollywood takes a handoff, and oh my gosh, nearly a safety. 3rd down and 15 from the 2-yard line as the Pride defense just flies in there and knocks him down.
And again, Atlanta's got to be careful. Just give a Hollywood a trap or something. Just get out alive without giving up any points, because we'll find out after this 2-minute warning.
Brings us to the 2-minute warning. Tie game here in Tallahassee. We will be back right about now. So 3rd down and 15 from the 2. And if they can't manage to get a first down here, they're going to be giving the Pride excellent field position.
I'm more worried about a safety right now.
Ball is handed off to Hollywood, and he escapes out of the end zone, gains only about a yard up to the 4-yard line. Brings up a 4th down and 13. Are you surprised that they didn't just call a timeout, the Pride?
They don't need to.
They have so much time.
They've got 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball at about the let's play Matt guessing game. I'm going to say the 39-yard line with plenty of time to spare. They could just save their timeouts.
And Atlanta in no particular hurry to get this punt away, as they want to let as much time tick away as possible. Good snap. Punt is away. Taking it. The 35-yard line returns it up to the 30. They've only got 30 yards to go in 1:12 to do it. 3 timeouts.
It almost looked like the ball at the punter. It was like the side of his foot. It did not look good coming out.
Well, the punters feel the pressure when they're the distance between them and the line is shortened because they're backed up like that, and they know that Tallahassee's coming. They know that Tallahassee can get to it. He wanted to get that punt away as quick as he could, and he can't line it up quite right. So quite often you'll see punts like that when they're under pressure. So Christensen, 9 of 12 on the day so far with a pick. Back to throw here on 1st down. Quick, deep pass over the middle, hauled in for a nice completion, nice gain up to the 10-yard line to Grayson Willis.
Grayson Willis is Ken Gossett doing his best decoy imitation, which a lot of times happens. Everyone concentrated on Gossett, and that's when Wilson had all his stats when he was here. But now it's Grayson's turn.
Willis with 5 catches for 51 yards on the day. Has half of the completions from Christensen so far. 3 receivers set here on 1st down. Christensen back to throw, out route to the left-hand side, hauled in by Gossett. Complete for a gain of 5 up to the 5-yard line.
Now you can just throw the whole playbook at him. 2nd and 5 from the 5. I mean, I just give it to
You got to just hand it to Agnola, right? I mean,
just let him plow through for a touchdown.
Agnola with 13 rushes so far, Matt. Only 13 rushes, right? 143 yards, has a touchdown, averaging 11 per carry. He's only 5 yards away.
Yeah, and I don't like this defense is set out of.
Christensen will throw, checks it down to Agnola, trucking his way up to the 2-yard line where he runs out of bounds, brings up a 3rd down and 2. And at this point, just give it to him and let him run straight.
Yeah,
run a dive.
You can't lose. Parker.
No, he'd make it to the back of the end zone before with his average.
Listen, don't anger the Atlanta fans. They think they can do it. And look at this. They're stuffing the line. This is more of a defense I'd prefer they run in this situation. So let's see if they can put a stop to Eniola right here.
So Christensen under center, 2 receivers to the
Uh-oh.
right. They will throw. Checks it down to Eniola again, and he steps out of bounds.
Near,
Loses.
far. The Eniola Tanic. His rudder couldn't shift in time.
I was just stunned silent when you started singing.
I know that's why I did it, because you were silent. So everyone loves everyone loves a good
creepy.
Matt Wilson sing along. It's a Hall of Fame sing along here on Friday Night Lights.
Oh my gosh. SFL After Dark. So the Pride are forced to try to kick this one away. 20-yard field goal try coming up for the lead. Should be a chip shot. Kick is up and through. And the Pride reclaim the lead that they lost ever since the Swarm got that first touchdown, but they've got it back. 27 seconds to go before the half, and tall order for the Swarm to do anything here before half.
Oh, I think they will. I think they're going to come out in a shotgun and just wing this thing, because what do they got to lose? I mean, you're playing an undefeated team. You got to just throw the kitchen sink at them.
Yeah, normally I would agree, but the Pride actually lead the league with pick sixes. So, as dangerous. They have 3 pick sixes on the season so far. Tanner Hendricks has one, Michael Sprouse has one, and Alex Bond has one. The only other team, Matt, that has more than 1 pick six on the season?
Us.
Mexico City.
Yeah.
My boy Jeffrey Daggs has one.
That's my boy, Blue.
That's my boy. So first down and 10 from the Atlanta 27-yard line. We'll see what Dunhill does. And, Matt, looks like you're spot on.
That's why I am.
Definitely not running it here. That's why I'm a Hall of Famer.
That's exactly right.
Dunhill back to throw under
Look
pressure.
out.
And, Tallahassee's throwing everything at him, too. Tyquan Hale again with another sack, bowing to the rookie.
Yeah, it's a troll.
Oh, yeah. You think?
And now I think Atlanta's...
Yeah, now you just let the clock
They're
go.
just waving the white Swarm flag. I guess not
They
yet.
take the snap. Dunhill throws it deep over the middle, and it is picked off to end the first half. Alex Bond with his 4th interception on the season, and that will bring our first half to an end. Matt, Pride 13, Atlanta 10.
It's close. I'd like Atlanta's position if I were them. If you said only down by 3 at the half to the Pride, they'd take it.
Absolutely. So 13-10, Tallahassee Pride over the Atlanta Swarm. We will be back after a brief break for halftime. You're watching the SFL on Twitch TV, presented by APM Music. Welcome back to Tallahassee, Florida, as the Pride get ready to kick the ball off to get our second half started. Shout out to Plague7, 250 bits, says, good job, broadcast team. Thank you very much for that. Don't forget to cheer your bits. Helps support the league. Every bit matters.
It helps me feel better about myself.
It really does. Matt's a sad man until he sees bits being cheered. Kickoff taken back at the 10-yard line, returning it up to the 30-yard line. And, Matt, the first half, honestly, to me, closer than I expected. The Swarm are staying in it. They might be down by 3, but they're doing pretty good.
Yeah, although statistically, if you looked at the game, you'd be like, oh, the Pride are just killing them. I think they have double the yardage total, but those turnovers have been killer. And, Atlanta threw one at the end of the half. It didn't really mean anything, so.
Yeah, that one pick for Dunhill was a meaningless one. Just trying to get something going, didn't work out. No harm, no foul. Dunhill back to throw for the first play of the second half, and that one he laying out for it and drops the ball. Almost catching it. LBL in the third with his hands on the ball, and it hit the ground, bounced away.
He pulled the dags.
Oh, will you stop? It's just rude.
At least he laid out for it.
I jumped for them.
Try.
I'm like a gazelle. Weirdly tall, lanky.
If a gazelle was an elephant with no hands.
Oh, my goodness. 4 receivers set, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Ball is handed off to Hollywood, running straight up the middle for a 5-yard gain, brings up a more manageable 3rd down and 5. Hollywood averaging only 2.9 per carry, and they're going to need to improve on that if they hope to keep up with the Pride.
Hey, I haven't seen many moves from Hollywood. Usually he's a slick spinning running back, but he hasn't shown any of those moves today.
So 3rd down and 5, 3 receivers set. Dunhill will throw under pressure, trying to spin away, throws it to the right-hand side into triple coverage. That pass is incomplete. And quick 3 and out, and the Swarm will have to punt, not the way they wanted to start their second half.
No, I think that's the result of all those hits. He was feeling footsteps or something. I mean, his pocket was moving a little bit, but he had time to sit there for a little while longer and find a good receiver, but instead he just bailed on it. And there goes another possession where you just kind of needed to move the ball even a little bit more, at least, pin the Pride back, but they're going to get pretty good field position again.
Punt is away, taken back at the 26-yard line. No real gain on the play, brings it up to the 29. Christensen will come back out onto the field along with, Jaye and Iola, who's literally running away with this game. 142 first half yards and a touchdown, averaged 10.9 per carry.
Oh, my Lord.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. Your defense is not right when that happens.
Well, Laquan Shine, he's got to make some more of these tackles before Iola is able to really get too far with it. That pass broken up, intended for
No,
Ken
he
Gossett.
caught it.
Did he? Oh, he did. Oh, gee,
I thought I heard
he hold on to it.
I heard the ball hit the ground, I thought, but Gossett, I don't know. It works magic.
Tallahassee magic. 2nd down and 2. Three receivers set here for the Pride. And Yola takes the handoff, has blockers, trucks a guy, and gets his way up to the 44-yard line for another Pride first down.
Yeah, maybe they'll call him the human first down machine.
Eric JDWA says Kenny Glue for being able to catch that ball that we thought was dropped. So, second investigation of the night. Now we got to check for Stickum.
Yeah, well, we added to the Max Paul charges. He probably started it.
We know Paul's in the building.
Yep.
That run goes nowhere. Brings up a 2nd down and 10. Aquana Shine stepping up right there, getting a tackle. Now leading the league in tackles, if only for tonight. We'll see what happens over this weekend. But currently the league leader in tackles, Aquana Shine. He's going to need to keep doing that. He's got to play up and stop Yola. Leave the secondary to the pass coverage as best you can.
Well, here comes let's see how the secondary does in pass coverage here.
Blitz coming. Christensen throws it, and it's batted away, nearly picked off. It was Josh Vasquez that got his hands on it again. That if he had picked that one off, not only would it have been his second career interception, but it would have been his first career pick six. Nobody was out in front of him, just a ton of green grass.
This is good for the Swarm, but now you got to roll the dice again on another Tallahassee passing situation with all these receivers.
5 receiver set. Christensen back to throw. Throwing quick pass over the middle. Oh, he's got Gossett wide open down the left sideline up to the Atlanta 30. Brings up a first down and 10 for the Pride.
Looked like Gossett was slanting in. If he was moving the other direction, he might have scored. He had to come back a little bit for that throw and slow him down just a little bit. But still a great gain for the Pride, and now they're in field goal range at the minimum.
Patrick Ketza in coverage. Gossett able to just get past him and starts, slanting in on a post route.
Turns into an in route.
Christensen back to throw on first down. Short pass over the middle, complete for a gain of 5 yards. Second down and 5.
Little tasty Alaska Storm special right there. A little 5-yard gain. This team hits you in all directions. They're trying to defend the long pass with the short pass. You start defending the short pass, and they run the ball for 70 yards. So it's tough. You gotta lock down the best you can.
Christensen hands the ball off to Inola, hit at the line, but then he does some hitting back as he gets up to the 15-yard line. They'll mark him at the 14. This guy does not get tackled on first contact.
No. I mean, it didn't look good. And he just stuck his shoulder down and said, try to tackle me. And then he drags a bunch of guys for a ride. And Aquata Shine, I think, finally tackled him, but it was too little too late.
So first down and 10 from the Atlanta 14, and Tallahassee knocking on the door. Key here for Atlanta to try to get a stop so that they hold it only to 3, keep it a one-score game. And Yola takes the handoff, stuffed at the line, and there he is, Aquana Shine, getting right up to the line of scrimmage and making the tackle. And I think that's got to be just a key defensive adjustment. He's got to help the defensive line here.
Yeah, he's got to shadow the running back and just kind of play.
Just wherever Yola goes, he's got to go.
Yeah, the running back spy is what they need.
And Yola's got to be his buddy. Remember my buddy from back in the 80s?
My buddy and me.
And then Kit's sister, but that wasn't nearly as cool. Christensen back to throw, passing into the end zone. Picked off in the end zone. Christensen, 14 picks.
I told you.
The season.
I told you he had 2 picks.
Pat Ketza, what are you, Nostradamus? Patrick Ketza with his first pick of the night.
That route was not very well ran by Gossett, and just got in front of it and made the play, and that puts Atlanta in a decent field. Well,
that's even better than what I had hoped for. Well, not hoped for. It's what I.
What are we, some bias here?
No, it's better than what I had said they should do. I said hold them to 3. They hold them to 0, and Dunhill back out onto the field.
Watch out for the sacks, boys.
Here comes the D-line. Quick throw over the middle, complete, and a nice gain of 6. And, man, I think that's probably what they need to do. LBL in the third with the reception. They got to get that ball out of their hands fast.
Yeah.
Dunhill can't hold on to it for more than 2 seconds.
Well, and Tallahassee said 5. So you see 5. I'm like, where's my check down?
Right.
Get my check down.
Someone's got to be open.
Where's my slant? Where's my check down? Where's my quick read?
Going back a couple plays, Patrick Ketza now with 6 picks on the season. Doing a great job leading the team. And Hollywood trying to lead the charge here on offense as he gains 10 up to the 35-yard line. First down and 10, just inside 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
See, there we go. Here's the BG Hollywood. Watch this spin by Hollywood. Right. He's stuck, and then see ya. Makes 2-man miss, breaks a tackle, and gets some extra yards. That's what I'm used to seeing out of Hollywood. And it's the first spin of the night I think I've seen from him.
So great game so far, Matt. Pretty special night for us together live in studio. It's just like we were back at the convention. Only audio a little bit better this time.
A little less back pain.
A little less Damon Simeon in the background yelling doing his game.
Look out!
Oh, no, another sack on the play. Loss of 9, second down and 19, and it's what I was just talking about. Dunhill's got to get rid of that ball.
Yeah, you got to put in some plays that are quicker for him, and that wasn't one of them.
Yeah, I mean this defensive line, combined sack total, just absolutely blows away even Alex Dominguez. They're a force to be reckoned with. Dunhill throws over the middle, complete, and he's just shy of the first down, but a huge gain. Third down and a very manageable inches to go.
Yeah, that's Javon Walker. Javon Walker, did he play for the Tennessee Titans? Well, better he's in the SFL anyways. Although I kind of hate the Titans for that, forward pass that they got away with. It's the Bills in the playoffs, but with that aside,
let it go.
Never.
Well, at least for tonight.
Oh, no. Why are they not? Oh, my God.
So on third down and inches, Dunhill is in the shotgun, 5-receiver set, leaving it in the hands of the 10th overall pick as Dunhill throws deep down the left sideline, tipped and batted away. Fourth down and inches, and an opportunity just absolutely squandered there as they could have handed it off to anybody to run up the middle.
They could have handed it off to me. I would have wheeled forward for a yard.
At least. What does our good friend Chris Curtis like to say? It was, third down and a chest hair?
Yeah.
I think that was third down and half a chest hair.
Yeah, it's like one of my chest hairs.
Questionable play calling there as the punt is away and a promising drive just wasted.
Oh!
Punt taken back at the 20.
Sideswiped.
Trevor Swain wishing he had called for a fair catch.
And the Tallahassee coaching staff wishing they had called for a run. And it just hurts my soul because you have these opportunities, interceptions to turn them into points, turn them into good field position, and then on an inches play, you don't even have a running back there to give your quarterback even protection.
Right. Strange. The Atlanta secondary playing off a bit here, and I'm not sure that's the right move when this is probably going to be a handoff to Ignola. I was wrong. Christensen to throw out route to the right-hand side, complete for a gain of 6 up to the 28-yard line. Second down and 4. Grayson Willis, most popular target of the night now with 7 receptions on the day.
Yeah, if you're going to throw to a guy, throw it to Willis. Gossett's been kind of pushed around a little bit, and Christensen hasn't had too much luck. He threw that one pick on a pass to Gossett, so let's see if they should, looks like they might reestablish their run game right here.
Willis now with 62 yards on the day. He had 245 coming into today. And Yola taking the handoff, running straight up the middle, dragging Shine with him up to the 34-yard line for another Tallahassee first down. So, Ken Gossett, obviously the most popular target on the team now with Duke Wilson gone. Grayson Willis, a Week 6 addition. 246 yards, and that's only in, what would that be, just 2 games, because he was there for Week 6 and 7, bye week and Week 8. So, still pretty good numbers for 2 weeks. Christensen to throw. Short pass over the middle is hauled in, complete. Completion was made by Jason Stackhouse, the tight end. Yeah, buddy, do work.
He caught it.
Absolutely.
It's a miracle.
That's what tight ends do.
Christensen.
Silence out of Matt.
Christensen, yeah, one time.
That's what tight ends do. Crickets. Christensen back to throw. And the pass is broken up as pressure got in his face right as he tried to release the ball, bring up a third down and 6, and Swarm defense bending but not breaking, trying to get another punt.
They can do it. They're doing their job. They had that one Adiola avalanche run that resulted in those 7 points, but they've been pretty stout. Commentators curse since, so we'll see what they do here if they can hold them.
Christensen 18-24 on the day, 139 yards, 53.99 rating. Christensen back to throw, throwing down the left side, a wide open Gossett, and he might just walk in. One man to beat, 10-5 touchdown, and the Swarm defense.
I had to say it.
We're cursed by Matt.
Buzz.
Tallahassee Pride puts another touchdown on the board, 19-10 over the Swarm.
Yeah, when you see Christensen make that kind of quick decision, it's usually not a good sign for the defense, especially with that much field when he isn't in such a compressed situation. So, and again, I made fun of Gossett too, and he just ripped me. So, yeah, thanks.
Gossett now with 6 catches on the day, 89 yards and a touchdown. Shout out to Scott LaRue keeping track of the live stats for us. Absolutely helps us out here a great deal, makes our broadcast better. If you're looking for something more to do to be a bigger part of the league, consider joining the live stats team. It's very easy. You're just filling out a spreadsheet. Even Scott LaRue can do it. So
That's nice. Not a nice thing to say for the head of stats.
Oh, good point. I apologize, Scott. Even Andy Hamilton can do it.
There you go. There's a guy that. I mean, Hooked on Phonics didn't even work for him.
X-Factor 56 with 100 bits. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support of the league.
No, it's going right to my pocketbook.
It's
the Matt Wilson Charity Fund, folks.
It is not. You can safely cheer your bits. I will not allow Matt to steal them. If you would like to join the live stats team, please reach out to Scott LaRue in a DM on Discord, and we can get you started. That kick return taken back to the 29-yard line, and, Matt, the Swarm have kept it close all game, now down 2 scores. You can't afford any more mistakes. You got to have a nice, methodical drive. You don't need to go for everything here. Just, some nice runs, some nice passes. Either way, you can throw the ball here, but it's got to be a quick, short throw. Get some yards, keep this drive going.
I'm scared for this.
Dunhill back to throw. Quick pass, left-hand side, complete but out of bounds. Boo Chisholm.
He was under pressure.
With his first grab, but it was out of bounds. Doesn't count. 2nd down and 10.
I wouldn't mind keeping a back or two back there and just play max protect. Give your quarterback an extra few seconds, because if they're blitzing like that, there's somebody open. You just got to have time to find him. And look, they're coming out with 2 backs. So let's see if they're gonna run Hollywood, or if they're gonna take another toss here.
Dunhill to pass on 2nd down. Out route, this time complete. Hauled in by Siege Falco, the leading receiver on the Atlanta Swarm offense. Came into today's game with 973 yards, now with 65 yards on the day, putting him over 1,000 on the season. Crowd here in Tallahassee on their feet, making noise for the Pride, trying to put a stop to this Atlanta Swarm drive. 3rd down and 5 from their own 33-yard line. Dunhill back to throw, under pressure, goes down again. Another sack for this fearsome defensive line. E.J. DeQ.
Yeah, it's just 1, 2. Oh, man.
So fellow first-round pick, E.J. DeQ, with his 10th sack on the season.
Yeah, and his partner in crime, number 95, assisted him
Kevin
on that.
Bane.
Yeah, the Bane. From Batman to
the
Bane
SFL. Of the quarterback's existence.
Ooh, Bane. Oh, anybody ever seen Batman?
Oh, I love Batman.
Love Batman.
I'm Batman. We'll do the rest of the broadcast in Batman's voice. The punt is away. Cam would not be pleased.
No. Where is Rachel, though?
Don't get me started on impersonations, Matt. 1st down and 10 from the Tallahassee 41-yard line. Pride looking to really stomp their foot on the gas here, I think, on this drive. They're up by 2 scores, 10 points, looking to put more on the board. If they can get another touchdown here, it's a 3-score game, and then they're really sitting in the driver's seat for the rest of this one.
Yeah, that Swarm needs that handy pick 6, but from them, I'm just handing it off to Eniola twice and seeing what 3rd down brings.
Ball is handed off to Eniola, gains 3 on the play. Not quite the same as his average on the day of 8.8, 168 yards. He did have that 60-yarder.
8.8 yards per carry.
Gallon?
Yeah, yards per gallon. That's not very good fuel economy, but a very good average. He's a semi-truck. That's why his fuel economy is so bad.
Semi-truck with excellent speed, too. 3-receiver set here on 2nd down and 7. Ball is handed off to Eniola, trying to get around the defense. Can't do it. Wrapped up and tackled on the play for basically no gain. 3rd down and 6.
But, yeah, he exploded someone before they tackled him. That's why I say it's got to be, you have to have multiple guys, quote-unquote, swarming to Eniola, because one tackler, it's kind of a roll of dice whether he's going to make the play or not.
Christian Christensen calling for the run here on 3rd down and 6.
I don't think so.
He doesn't trust
Oh,
himself.
they don't need it.
Free play. Christensen out route right side complete. First down yardage and more as he trucks through the defender. Stepping out of bounds. This penalty will be declined.
How did he make that catch? I thought he was out of bounds for sure.
Trevor Swain, not even one of the higher paid, high quality receivers that this Pride team has, but you can trust a guy like that when you know it's a free play. And Christensen's no rookie. I mean, we talked about it in our opening. Seasoned vet here. He knows. He sees that guy jump offside, sees that yellow flag fly. He's just going to throw it to whoever he sees open. And, heck, even if they're not open, just fling it. It's free play.
Yeah, but that got way more yards than it should have. And as a result, I mean, Tallahassee's almost on. They are on Atlanta's side of the field, which isn't very reassuring.
Christensen in the gun. 4 receivers set. Christensen back to throw. Deep pass over the middle. Ooh, into coverage, but complete. Nice completion by Gossett on that play. Now with 136 yards on 7 receptions.
Yeah, he's making me look bad, but it's a nice throw and a nice route right on the money. 2 hands for safety.
Gosh, imagine how many passes I'd be able to catch if I had one of these quality quarterbacks throwing.
Imagine how many balls would bounce off your hands if you had a quarterback like that.
Well, they use stick-em here in Tallahassee, so I'd be okay. Stick-em gate. Yola with the handoff met right at the line by Shine. Excuse me, that wasn't Shine. I was assuming it was Shine. That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Your score, Atlanta Swarm 10, Tallahassee Pride 20. Take a brief break, and we will be back for the fourth quarter here in Tallahassee.
Show Business Studios can take your dream and make it reality. Any show, anytime, any place. Show Business Studios is limited only by your imagination. Find us at showbusinessstudios.com.
Tallahassee, Florida. SFL is brought to you by APM Music, Show Business Studios, MediaTek Institute, Richards Printworks, ScoreStream, and Spygoat. There's some gooses.
And delicious microwave tacos.
What are you talking about?
I got them in the microwave. I'm hungry.
There's all sorts of delicious food here in Tallahassee, and all you can think about is microwavable tacos.
I brought it from Mexico. You can't get them in Tallahassee.
You can get tacos in Tallahassee.
Not this good.
For the love of God. Second down and 9 from the Atlanta 16-yard line. Pride knocking on the door again. Crucial play, crucial series here for the Swarm, as they need to put a stop to this. And Yola wrapped up and brought down. Brings up a third down and 10.
I've been doing a good job lately, and I hate to say lately, of bringing him down and not letting him gain those additional yards he was gaining earlier in the game. But now here comes Christensen's arm. Let's see if it's going to be feast or famine for the Pride on this play.
Christensen back to throw. Short pass over the middle, complete, and he fumbles the ball and is picked up by the Swarm defense. Once again, another ball going their way, and they're able to get it back.
I'm not calling it yet until we get her. If there's no review, Fred Nelson, the guard with the tackle. Let's see. Does he have possession? Oh yes.
He's got possession for days.
It was
Aquana Shine forcing that fumble.
It was definitely not feast. It was full famine for
Aaron Lee with the recovery. Thought he might be able to scoot away, and a guard grabbed him at the last second. Thought he might be able to run it in, and man, that would have been a huge momentum shifter.
Yeah, well, it already is, because now all the Swarm need to do is just get a field goal out of this drive, and it's a one-possession game again.
Dunhill under center. 84 yards to go here to the end zone. Dunhill hands the ball off to Hollywood. Blockers out in front of him, and he spins his way up to the 21-yard line. 2nd down and 5, and there's a little bit of the spin move that you had been looking for earlier.
I don't think we've seen enough of Hollywood. I know his average isn't the best, but even those 2 to 3 yard runs take some pressure off the rook, and he's just been beaten to a bloody pulp almost.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a fairly even offense. Dunhill with 14 pass attempts, Hollywood with 13 rushes, now 14 rushes, but you can't put it all on the rookie. You got to trust somebody like Hollywood. I mean, he's been around. This is his 4th season in the league, 4th season with the Swarm. You gotta trust a guy to be able to do things like that for you. I mean, he's not having a bad year. It's 722 yards coming into the game, now up to 768 yards. He has 9 touchdowns, averaging 4.5 per carry. I mean, heck, he could in theory get it right here. Dunhill throws. Oh gosh, dangerously into coverage, and
no!
that one's intercepted too. Alex Bond with a pick. A huge drive killer right there. That's the one thing you couldn't do.
Well, yeah, when you get pressure, those accidents will happen, and that was
He's throwing it over to the right-hand side. The 6'4" Matthew Sprouse standing over there, swatting it up in the air. Tip drill, easy play for Alex Bond to pick that off.
Now this tired defense is, what else do we have to do for our offense to get some points?
Christensen checks it down to Ignola on the right-hand side, wrapped up and tackled. 2nd down and 3 after a 3-yard gain.
And Tallahassee can just kind of relax, run some clock, play it safe. They're in field goal range, and the way the Swarm offense has been playing, they played really well kind of the first quarter or so, and then they just kind of, the O-line collapsed, Dunhill get hit, and it just hasn't been the same.
Christensen to throw on 2nd down. Pressure coming, and he's wrapped up and sacked.
Well, I said field goal range, now it's not, so very interesting turn of events.
Bushido Brown with the sack.
Is he Japanese?
I'm not really sure.
Bushido is like an old samurai warrior term, I believe. Bushido Blade on the PlayStation was a good game.
4 receiver set here on 3rd down and 13. Christensen completes it over the middle. He makes this look easy sometimes. 1st down and 10 from the Atlanta 17-yard line. And the Swarm at this point need to just, they got to get another turnover at best, obviously. Worst case scenario, only allow 3.
Christensen, he had pressure. He was getting hit, and he just still...
He got hit, threw it into double coverage, and still completed it.
I don't know. Something in the water, Tallahassee. He has his share of picks, but that was one that could have been another one. But unlucky for the Swarm.
Trevor Swain with another completion. Not bad for the one of your burger boys. Not really making a whole lot of money. Just came here straight after a shift from McDonald's.
Yeah.
Or was it the Taco Bell? Did he give you the tacos?
No, they're from Mexico.
Oh, that's right.
But that could be where the stick-em or... Well, not the stick-em. Well, the stick-em.
Just grease from the fryer?
Yeah. Slapped it all over.
It's not slippery grease. That's sticky grease.
Jai's like, can I get some of that grease, man, and eat it bad?
2nd down and 6 for the Pride. Split backs in the backfield. Christensen under center hands it off to Ignola, running straight up the middle, trucking through the defense for another Tallahassee 1st down.
And the old Aztec trap, as I'll call it, that made Ray Bentley so famous. And it's tough. If you get a guy like that rolling down with a head of steam, you got to tackle him, or he's just running straight into the end zone.
1st down and goal from the 7-yard line. 7 minutes to go here in the ball game. 2 receivers set. Ignola in the backfield behind Christensen takes the handoff, met at the line of scrimmage and brought down for no gain. 2nd down and goal.
And Ignola looking a little bit tired. He's had quite a few carries this game, and that might play a factor if they're going to try to hold him to at least a field goal here. Vaniola is not quite as fresh as he normally is, or if even the backup has to step in.
Grayson Willis in the chat calling for the ball. He wants his first career touchdown. And there you go, right on cue, Grayson. You asked for it. Christian Christensen delivers.
You want it.
There it is, your first career touchdown right over the middle, and the Pride extend the lead now by 3 scores.
And they play a song from Janet Jackson. Anyways, yeah, nice, a little bit low, but Allen, grabs it reaches down, grabs it, and says, "Yep, that's my first touchdown. Definitely making an impact." What's up with that? It sounds like a cougar. I swear to God.
It's the Pride. They're lions.
No, that sounds like a cougar. I don't know what they're feeding these animals in Tallahassee, but I'm scared.
I think it's meat. X Factor 56 with another 100 bits.
Oh, it's blocked!
And the field goal, the extra point is blocked and no good. The Swarm not giving up yet, down 16, but that makes it actually, Matt, still technically a 2-score game.
You are right. And so
math sometimes isn't as hard as other days.
It's still pretty hard, man.
But 8 plus 8, Matt.
Is 64.
No, it's... Well,
times.
you know that 12 plus 83 equals 6.
Yeah, sure.
Or is it 7?
It's any... Points is points.
Points is points. You gotta try throwing me the ball.
Yeah.
Kickoff taken back at the 5-yard line. Returns up to the 29-yard line. 10th overall pick coming back out onto the field. Needs to score here, Matt. And they need touchdowns. A field goal really doesn't help them. They got to get a touchdown, 2 points. Get the ball back, touchdown, 2 points. You don't have to do an onside quick kick quite yet if they score fast enough, still with 3 timeouts.
He's got to do better than me at the prom. That's for darn sure. You better hurry up.
Well, that's not a challenge.
Hashtag sad.
Dunhill in the gun, alone in the backfield. Quick pass over to left-hand side, complete for a gain of 6. Out of bounds, stops the clock. I'm all right with that.
Yeah, where was this earlier?
LBL in the third with the reception.
They needed to watch the Alaska game film of how to beat this defense because Alaska was the last team to beat the Pride in the championship.
Gooner Bear 94 calling for a challenge, I think. That looked well in bounds to me.
Yeah, dude. Save your flags.
3 receiver set, 2 backs in the backfield. Dunhill under center. Ball is handed off to Hollywood, trying to fight his way for the first down, just shy.
What?
3rd down and inches.
Oy, oy, oy. Okay, guys. Swarm. 3rd and inches. Use your back. Use your back.
Do it. Give it
This
to Hollywood.
is like a quarter of a chest
Where
hair.
is Hollywood? Why don't I see Hollywood?
Oh, Lord.
They've done it again, Matt.
Oh.
They've done it again. Dunhill in the gun to pass under pressure. Throws over the middle and incomplete. Throwing off his back foot, kind of a fadeaway shot.
Who's calling these plays on 3rd down? They need to be fired. They have to. I mean, they should go for it. I mean, you got to.
Yeah, I think you absolutely have to go for it at this point. But it looks like they're not even going to try to fake it.
I'm pounding my desk in frustration over those 2 3rd down calls that could change this game. And
Yeah, that could have been the difference. You just run it on both of those. Punt is away. Swain taking it back. 21-yard line up to the 24-yard line.
I mean, the Swarm had a dream scenario. 2 picks and a fumble. Two of those turnovers were in the red zone, and they get nothing. You get nothing. Nada. Zip.
Matt's going to need counseling after this game, I think. And a Band-Aid.
I'm channeling my inner Gene Wilder, Willy Wonka here. I get nothing.
No, sir. You go home. Christensen back to throw. Checks it down, and Yola on the sideline throws it to him out of bounds. 2nd down and 10. Christensen, 26 of 32 on the day, 280 yards. 81% completion percentage. It's definitely been a good game for him percentage-wise. He does 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Can't complain about the 2 picks too much when you're up by 2 scores. Technically, almost 3 scores.
Usually you like a 2-to-1, but I say in the SFL, as long as it's a 1-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio in a game, you'll take that.
Are you surprised they're not running here? Christensen
no,
throws
the
and
corner
Gossett
route.
catches it, making me look like a fool as he catches it, goes down to the 20, 10-5 touchdown, 3 scores, 5 minutes to go. Matt, I think we can call a winner here.
Oh, God, they're coming to eat us.
The Lions are not coming to eat us. We're safely locked in the
Well,
booth.
let's see, Pundy. Can you confirm the Lions will not eat us? Yeah, classic corner route. That's old school pride. And Gossett just runs away from everybody.
Another 100 bits from X Factor 56. It's going to run out of bits if they keep on putting up all these touchdowns.
Well, in that case, pour on the points. I need to buy myself a new wheelchair.
100 bits from T-Pat.
Yep, T-Pat, let's see some of that surgeon money.
Only 100? No, I'm kidding. I kid.
We love all your bits, big, small. We don't judge on bit size here.
Extra point is up, and this one is through as the Pride take a 33-10 lead here with 5 minutes to go.
Now maybe the rookie quarterback will get a reprieve. I'm sure we might see the backups here in this situation.
And Matt T-Pat says that he's a medical student, so he makes negative $50,000 a year.
He's lying. I've seen ER. Those guys are rich.
Oh.
You're Noah Wiley, sir. Hand over the cash.
His net worth is minus $200,000. Hey, everybody cheer your bits to donate back to T-Pat.
There you go. We swear he'll get the bits.
Wink, wink.
Cough, cough, sniffle, sniffle. All right, let's see if this Atlanta offense can get going here and not get the rookie's head ripped off.
Dunhill to pass on first down, and he just got his waist ripped off as there's another sack. The Pride defense just absolutely pouring him on. Hunter Norwood with another sack on the day.
Oh, no.
And another sack for Hunter Norwood. It's probably going to be another one. Tag teamed up with EJ DeQ. I can't even keep track of who's gotten how many sacks yet. Dunhill to throw. Quick pass over the middle. Boo Chisholm with, I believe, his first reception on the night.
Does Frank Gooden have no sympathy?
No, none.
Get the starters still sacking? This kid's he's not going to know his name by the end of the game. He's going to spend like a day in the red tent. They're permanent evaluation.
And that was Chisholm's second reception on the day. Scott in the house to keep me honest and true with the stats. 5 receiver set. Math's getting harder as the night goes on. Dunhill back to throw under pressure.
Oh, God.
Breaking away from the first man. Can't break away from the next two. This Tallahassee defensive line just absolutely eats quarterbacks alive.
Look at the quarterback. He's like, whoop, whoop, whoop. I can't win. How many guys do I have to dodge?
Well, he's got to just... if you're game planning for the Pride, quick pass. Three-step drop or no step. Just take the snap and throw it.
No, don't. No, he got sacked on the no step.
Oh, that's true.
He got pushed back, so you got to have a little bit of a drop, but not too much. And
Christensen still throwing. Wobbler over the middle and Gossett into the end zone for yet another touchdown. You asked if there was sympathy. I don't think so.
And Gossett says, good night.
Good night, folks. This one is over.
So, while we're watching the Ken Gossett highlight reel, Mike, why don't you catch us up on the sack totals for the individual Pride defensive ends, tackles, and the whole smorgasbord?
Hunter Norwood, 2.5 sacks. EJ DeQ, 1.5 sacks. Tyquan Hale, 4.5 sacks. Kevin Bain, 1.5 sacks. And there's a chance that Scott might have even missed one here or there because, some of the sacks were made by the whole defensive line. So, seriously, 10 sacks combined on the day so far.
It's like a double-decker Dominguez.
Extra point is up and through 40-10 here on Friday Night Lights. Pride showing the Swarm that they will not be ruining their undefeated record tonight. Another 100 bits from X Factor 56 and another 100 bits from T-Pat. T-Pat, save your bits, buddy.
No, he's got that Noah Wiley money.
And I feel bad now. No. He's down $2.
He'll survive.
He might not eat lunch tomorrow.
Hey, he'll survive. I don't eat lunch anyways.
Kickoff taken back at the 10-yard line. Spins his way up to the 26-yard line. And Matt, what do you do at this point if you're the Swarm? Do you keep on going for? I mean, are you trying to get yards? Are you trying to get touchdowns, or do you look at the scoreboard and say, "Okay, guys, under 4 minutes to go, we're down by 30. This would be the biggest comeback in the history of life itself. Maybe we just try to work on Hollywood's run game a little bit."
No, they're going to chuck it, and I don't think I'm not sure if the backups are or not. We're going to find out in a second.
Dunhill
Nope,
back to
they're
throw.
not.
Quick pass over the middle.
Caught.
Actually is complete up to the 40-yard line. Dunhill running the no-huddle. Boo Chisholm with his third catch on the day. Trips formation to the left. Dunhill under center. Dunhill will throw. Checks it down to Hollywood on the left-hand side. Room to run. Spinning past the defender and gets a first down up to the 47 in Tallahassee territory. And
Terror. That would be something that I would put in my playbook right there. That swing pass. He didn't look prepared for it.
Dunhill to throw again. Checks it down to Hollywood again behind the line of scrimmage. Tries to spin for another nice gain, but can only get 3. Second down and 7. Hurrying back to the line again.
He might have wanted to snap it there. Tallahassee was offsides, but he politely waits.
Dunhill takes the snap. Throws complete
Slant.
for
Nice.
a first down. Gains about 8 yards on the play. First down and 10 from the 36.
I'm seeing plays I haven't seen out of this offense all day.
They could have used these back in the first quarter. Dunhill back to throw. Hollywood with the check down. Past the line of scrimmage. Gains 3. Second down and 7.
But, for the Pride, it's like, yeah, well, you're running an okay drive here, but time. And now an audible.
Dunhill making a change at the line. Needs to snap this ball. Wasting time for no reason at all now. Maybe a rookie mistake. Oh, and that pass nearly intercepted and brought back to the house, and that would have made the score absolutely ridiculous. Third down and 7. And, Matt, this will be the 10th third down attempt for the Atlanta offense. Any idea how many third downs they've converted tonight?
0.
Not a single one.
They probably could have converted at least one of the two on third if they had just ran that ball instead of going into the gun. But that just speaks to how good this Tallahassee defense is. If you try to throw deep on them, they're just going to wear down your entire offensive line, and then your quarterback is just, lion meat.
It's third down and 7. Dunhill in the gun. Pressure coming. Throws over the middle. Batted away. 0 for 10 on third down at this point. Brings up a 4th down and 7. Obviously, they have to go for it.
And 0 for 1 on 4th down, so I can't even be positive about that as of yet. So they got to convert something, 3rd or 4th. That'd be quite a stat line there, 0 for the century in 3rd and 4th down conversions. This formation, it served them well the first couple series, but it's been a big trap ever since.
So Dunhill in the gun. 4 receivers set, 3 to the right. Quick throw over the middle, complete, and they finally complete a 4th down. They hurry back to the line. First down and 10 from the Tallahassee 24. See if they can get the snap off before the 2-minute warning. And they do. Dunhill to throw, making a shot towards the end zone into double coverage. Nearly picked off, batted away. That'll bring us to the 2-minute warning with 1:58 to go here in the ball game. Coming up tomorrow night, join James Richards and the Atlanta quarterback Marcus Dunhill as they head to New Orleans. New Orleans Pharaohs will host the Dallas Lobos for Saturday Night Football. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. Central Time on the SFL Network on YouTube. Dunhill. Another shot towards the end zone. Complete at the 3, and Atlanta burns their first timeout. Nice slate of games on Sunday, Matt. 3 o'clock Central Time. London crosses the pond to Queen City. Rich Pratchard will host his second game. Nice addition to our team last week.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Joined along with Shan Varner on the call. Also at 3 p.m. Central Time, Denver heads to Las Vegas. Vice Wars 2, I keep hearing it be called, although yet nobody can explain to me what Vice Wars means.
Grand Theft Auto.
Gotcha. Colin Northrup and Rick Northrup on that call. Sure to be a good one. First down and goal from the 3-yard line. Dunhill back to pass out.
Look at that!
Checks it down to Hollywood. into the end zone for a touchdown.
And again, the blitz came. Hollywood was open on that little screen swing pass. And that's more of what I love to see him run. Because, I mean, look, there's nobody there. He picks up one block, and he's in the end zone.
Hollywood's first touchdown of the night.
And like I said, I don't know if I would have used that timeout there. I know I'm kind of dreaming here, but, if
touchdown, onside kick, touchdown, onside kick, and a touchdown, onside kick, and we're right back in this.
Right, there's a minute 49 to go. So now, if you don't get the onside kick, it's not over, but it's pretty much over. If you don't, and you had 3 timeouts, you could have probably got the ball back with a minute to go. If the Pride didn't get a first down or a field goal, and have a chance to at least chip away a little more, and then you get another onside kick. Like I say, it's a long sequence, but just try to maximize your chances.
T-Pat with some nice comments for us. Matt says he loves this broadcasting crew. He says we're awesome. It's much nicer than Christensen's comment that you were awesome and that I didn't exist.
Oh, that's true.
Onside kick is away, easily recovered
goodness.
by Tallahassee as they have their hands team out there.
Yeah, that was not the kicking game for Atlanta. They made that one field goal, but they had that really horrible punch. And, okay, so they had 2 timeouts. I mean, and the backups are in finally.
Quarterback Curtis Young heading to the line.
Another young man.
Allen Urban in the backfield. Young will throw.
What is he doing?
He wants some playing time.
He wants a first down.
Trevor Swain, he is one of the backups, so he says, don't mind if I stay out there and add to my stats. So, Matt, we covered the Saturday games, the 3 o'clock Sunday games. How about 5 o'clock Central Time? Sioux Falls heads to San Francisco. Michael Truello and Levant Mercer on the call. Another one of my favorite broadcast teams.
They're all your favorites. They're like their children.
Yeah. You spoiled it for me. I was going to keep on saying the same thing.
You're like John freaking Gruden.
I love those guys. They're the best guys. Absolutely best guys. Truello and Levant Mercer. You know who else is the best guys? Damon Simeon and Ramos Lynn. We love Ramos Lynn.
Well, we do.
A rare pairing of Damon and Ramos as they cover the Carolina-St. Louis ball game at 5 p.m. Central Time. Chicago heads to Indianapolis. All right, you want me to not say our favorite guys? Andy Hamilton fills in for don't boo, or you're just saying boo Chisholm again. That's what that was.
Sure.
Andy Hamilton fills in for Eric Vincent.
Boo.
Out partying this weekend. Couldn't be bothered to make the broadcast.
That's why
schedule.
he's the diva.
Joined along with Mark Lopez. I love that guy.
Yay!
Love Mark Lopez. Chicago, Indianapolis, 5 p.m. Central Time. Rivalry night, Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time kickoff. Matt, Mexico City Aztecs, we head to Houston. Got to try to shut down that Pride. Sorry, Demond, but it's got to be done.
The Pride, they're the Hyenas.
Oh, the Hyenas! For the love of God, it's been a long night.
Alzheimer's is kicking in, boys. He's old.
Who are you?
You're older than me, so you know.
Not by a month.
Yeah, Alzheimer's hits quickly.
Well, then I feel bad for you next month.
It's okay. I got this month to go.
Mexico City at the Houston Hyenas.
Hyenas.
7:30 p.m. Central Time. Monday night, you voted for it. Tulsa heads to Alaska to take on the Storm. Cameron Irvine, whoever that guy is, Stephen Mullinex. We love Stephen Mullinex, though.
Yeah, look at this Cam guy. Did you pick him off the street?
Yeah, he's one of the he's one of our backups, but we like to slide him into prime time every once in a while. You know, we do what we can to make sure that everybody gets in on the action. This is an all-inclusive league, Matt.
Yeah,
it's a league of opportunity, and even Cameron Irvine can get in on the action.
Cameron? You sure it's not
even Cam can.
Curtis Irvine? Okay.
No, it's Cam. Cam, it says right here.
Cameron.
Cameroon. Punt goes out of bounds. The 8-yard line, first down and 16 seconds to go. So that will wrap up our Week 9 slate of games. It's a nice slate of games. If you notice, there's one game short of what we normally have. It's because we have 3 teams on a bye week this week instead of the usual one. And we'll be back with a full slate of games next week for Week 10 to kick off even more SFL action. That one's almost intercepted. Boo Chisholm, he's only got 3 receptions on 8 targets. It's, you got to get a guy like Boo Chisholm.
And he hasn't even dropped one, so it's kind of been into coverage.
And I've been, I was kind of surprised when I was looking at the stats for these teams getting in, prepared for our game. Boo Chisholm is actually the second receiver on the team, only 419 yards. He does have a pair of touchdowns. I mean, it's not terrible, but when you compare him to like Siege Falco, Siege has 973 yards. I don't know if maybe they're just not using Boo to his full potential.
A slant. And I don't know if they're going to get another playoff. Let's see.
That pass was hauled in by Siege Falco again.
Wait, they spike it to end the... Oh, my Lord.
Spike the ball to end the game. Your final score, the Atlanta Swarm 17, Tallahassee Pride 40. Turned into a bit of a blowout. Matt, the first half was nice and close. The second half, a totally different story as you take a look at the stats
Lord.
there. What are your final thoughts on this game?
The Atlanta defense, they held up for the first half, and they gave the Swarm some great opportunities, even in the second half. But the offensive play calling for the Swarm, questionable at best, especially in third and short.
2 third down in inches. 2 third downs in chest hairs.
Yeah.
Chest hairs, man.
And they go empty set. They go shotgun empty on a team that's going to send blitz at you. And no short routes, nothing, And the rookie, he's trying to find the guy, but he's getting rattled, confused.
First round pick, but still a rookie.
Yeah, and that pressure, even if they don't get to you, makes you do things you don't want to do. And so Atlanta needs to kind of figure out, those swing passes work. Maybe they need to implement a few more of those in there. It depends who they're playing, but against the Pride, you got to get rid of the ball fast.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. So don't forget to tune in tomorrow night, Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, Monday night. We have quite a lineup for you. We're just getting things started here in Week 9. A few more weeks to go, and then we're all the way down to playoffs. Matt, it feels like just yesterday we're sitting down there in Show Business Studios, SFL Convention. If you missed it, you missed a good time.
I missed lunch.
Yeah, we missed lunch. We to bring a game to the fans, we missed lunch.
I sacrificed my health for the fans. Never say I'm not dedicated to the broadcast team.
That's right.
Folks.
We saw lunch getting served. We saw lunch getting taken away.
And then I cried.
Show Business Studios giveth lunch. Show Business Studios taketh away lunch. But that's all right. We survived, and I'm hoping that we have another convention coming up here. If not next year, then the year after that. But if you missed out on the first one, gosh, start saving up money now. It's well worth going. I'd love to meet each and every single one of you, and really appreciate you all being here tonight too.
Yeah, if T-Pat can do it, and he's got negative money, anybody
That's right.
can.
T-Pat's $200,000 in debt, and T-Pat was there. So none of you have an excuse. Hitchhike, catch a train, ride with T-Pat. I don't even know how he got there, but he was there.
Yes, ride with T-Pat.
This has been a presentation of the SFL Network on Twitch TV, presented by APM Music. For Matt Wilson and Scott LaRue, I am Mike Daggs saying thank you for joining us. Have a good weekend and good night.